Hey guys, today we're going to be unboxing the OPPO A92, but the A92 isn't the only thing we're unboxing because we also have this, the OPPO Enco W31 True Wireless headphones. So we're gonna be unboxing two things at once. Let's get started. Alright, so we're gonna start with the A92. So let's just put this aside. Got myself a knife here. Ooh. Plastic shoe. We got some manuals, SIM card ejector, the transparent silicone case. We have the OPPO A92. This is in shining white. From the looks of it, it looks like a bit white to bluish. I'll tear this open later. Let's see what else is in the box. We've got an OPPO charger, 18 watt, an 18 watt charger, and we have its USB-C cable and a pair of earphones. So, okay, now last but not least, we're gonna unveil this phone. I'm just gonna peel off this plastic and reveal the phone in all its glory. This is the OPPO A92 in shining white, and the first thing you can see is how cool the design is. But we'll talk about this later because we still got one more thing to unbox. Okay, now that we unboxed the A92, it's the OPPO Enco W31's turn. I'm just gonna slice this open, rip it open. I'm gonna throw away this plastic. How do I open this? Okay, I'm gonna get it out. Alright. Okay, W31. It's in a circular case. I guess it's kind of cute. And if you open it, ta-da! That's where you get the left earbud, right earbud. Yep. We have on the right side silicone tips, and then on the other side we have the charging cable. This is a USB-C. I'm just gonna take them out and show you. This is how the earbuds look like, right? Okay, we've unboxed both the products. Now we have this OPPO Enco W31 and we have the OPPO A92. I'm gonna try to pair them together. I've already switched on the A92. I've also switched on the Bluetooth. But let's just talk a bit about this wireless headphones. It's kind of cute, I guess, and it has this matte finish, so you don't really get fingerprints. And yeah, that's where you get the earbuds. Let's get to pairing. It should be fairly quick. I already see OPPO Enco W31 right here, and I'm gonna pair it, and it's connected. That is like what, 5 seconds? Alright, so the OPPO Enco W31 has what you call binaural low latency Bluetooth and also adaptive anti-jamming technology, so it can overcome when there is a severe external interference, so you get like lag-free experience when you're gaming or listening to music or watching movies. And it also has dual microphones for noise cancellation, so it can remove like the background noise when you're on calls, and something called anti-wind chambers. So obviously that one is to block out the sound of the wind. So I'm actually on the quick guide on the phone, right? And they're telling me if you double tap the right earbud, you can switch songs, and if you double tap the left earbuds, you can switch sound modes. And apparently if you're on calls, double tapping on either side will either help you answer the call or end your calls. And if you double tap 3 times, can you guys see? It will activate your voice assistant, which in this case is Google. Anyways, there's also something called wear detection. So apparently if you remove one of your earbuds, it will pause the song, and if you put it back in, it will resume. Yeah. To be honest, these earbuds, they're actually kind of comfy and they really fit well, so I don't think it's a problem if you're gonna wear this to gym, you know, to jog and stuff. And it has an IP54 rating, so it's kind of resistant to dust and water. I'm just gonna do a short test right now, right? I'm gonna shake my head like a crazy person. And my hair is messed up, but the earbuds are still in, so that's good. And when it comes to battery life, a single charge will kind of get you 3.5 hours, 3.5 hours, yeah. And if you add it with the charging case, it gives you up to 15 hours. So I think that's not bad. But if you're ever in a rush, you just need to charge it for 10 minutes and you get like 80 minutes of playback. I think that's more than enough for a gym session. I don't know. Okay, so we're kind of done with the OPPO Enco W31. So let's get back to the new OPPO A92. And today we're gonna have a special guest appearance. It's not human, it's the OPPO A91. So this is launched just 2 months ago, but the A92 is already out. So we're gonna find out what are some of the differences and upgrades between these phones. But first, let's talk about similarities. And I'm putting down the phones because the first thing I'm gonna talk about is its boxes. They really have similar boxes except for a little bit of a change in color and their names. But that's not the main point, right? The main point is this. So this is the storage configuration. Bringing me to my next point, both phones come with 8GB of RAM and 128GB of storage. And even though they have a different camera design, they actually house the same 48 megapixel quad camera. So I think that's about it for its similarities. Let's move on to the differences. So first things first, you can see, right, this A92, it has a punch hole cutout, and the A91, it has this conventional dewdrop notch. So that's the first difference. And even though it's not very obvious, the A92 is actually slightly bigger. It has a 6.5-inch Full HD Plus screen. This one only has a 6.4-inch. And I think you've already noticed that there is an in-display fingerprint sensor right here. With the A92, you're actually getting a side-mounted fingerprint sensor. So processors, okay, the processors on these phones are also different. The A91 has a MediaTek Helio P70 chipset. The A92 has a Qualcomm Snapdragon 665 chipset. But I think performance-wise, they're kind of neck and neck. Also, the A91 shipped with ColorOS 6 or 6.1 based on Android 9. And the A92 is newer because it comes with ColorOS 7.1 based on Android 10. Now, the battery part is a bit confusing. This has a smaller battery, okay? It has a 4025 mAh battery. This one has a 5000 mAh battery, but it supports 18-watt charging, and this one supports 20-watt charging. But if I have to pick one, right, I'll definitely go with the A92 because the charging speed differs only by a little, but its battery size is by a lot. So I'll definitely go for A92 if I am someone who game for a very long time. And now the cameras. The A92 and the A91 kind of have similar camera setups. So you're getting a 48 megapixel wide lens, an 8 megapixel ultra wide lens, 2 megapixel mono lens, and a 2 megapixel portrait lens. And you're even getting the same thing on the front. It's a 16 megapixel sensor. So I've taken some photos. Let's check them out. When it comes to daylight photos on its main lens, the colors are really saturated, so it doesn't look natural. But if you switch it to the ultra wide lens, the colors tone down a bit more, giving it a more natural look. But you also notice that the distortion is obvious, so the subject at the edge is a bit stretched out. Now the ultra wide lens can also take macro shots, but I mean, they do the job, but it's not as good as the legit macro lens. Now moving on to its selfies, I've taken a few. I think selfies on its normal photo mode without the bokeh effect, it's fine. But if you turn on the bokeh effect, then you'll notice that the edge detection is really bad. It just blurs out my hair most of the time. So I think this is something that can be improved on. Yeah, and that's about it for the brief comparison between these two phones. It's really up to you which features you like more, you know, faster charging or bigger battery, you know. And the A92 is actually 1,199 ringgit, while the OPPO Enco W31, it's like 259 ringgit. So this phone and this wireless earbuds can already be pre-ordered, and if you pre-order this now, it's gonna cost you much less. I think it's 199 ringgit. But the official sale for both these items will begin on May 9th. That's it for our video today. I hope you liked this video and I did not bore you out. If I didn't bore you out, give this video a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to our channel KLGadgetTV, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!